So, Sarah, have you got all your parts done?
I think we're still in process.
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
I appreciate you got some visuals in there.
So one of the drawbacks I came across on the notes, the speaker notes, there's a limit. So I can't put all my speaker notes in my down there because I have a lot more to say about that one slide, and I can't get it in there.
I wonder if we could just put in a blank slide that we can skip through real fast, but it has your speaker notes in it.
Oh no.
Because
I thought about breaking that one slide apart and just making two, like a whole new slide.
For which one?
It's on, let me go to it. Hold on. Number 28.
Okay. And you know what? It just occurred to me we should probably pray. Though. Now that Sarah's taken her ears off. And I can do it if you'd like. Okay, here we go. Heavenly Father, please bless this meeting and our minds so that we can do what we need to get done for this assignment, learn what we need to learn, and Heavenly Father, help us to work together and to refine things the way that you would have us do them. I thank you, Heavenly Father, for all of the help you've given us up till now and for all of the help that you are still giving us. I ask these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, 28.
Yeah. So I could take the 5 marketing lessons learned from Netflix and put it on a whole new slide.
Definitely.
And then try to space the above out a little more.
You can always make the type bigger too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that part of it does need to be on 2 different slides.
Okay. That's what I'll do then. And that'll
Because PowerPoint's supposed to be like main points, you know, not a whole lot of reading on each one. So
yeah.
Cool. I'm glad we could help you on that right away. And James, your direct marketing ad is so awesome. I had to steal it.
Well, I was like, what is she doing with my... That's interesting.
I did put a comment in there. I can do something different. I was just kind of making it as a placeholder.
You're fine.
And boy, do we have a lot of placeholders that maybe we don't need. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Maybe make this a little bit bigger. Oh, I can't do that. Wow.
Well, yeah, I wonder if we need to adjust our budget to reflect the facts here. You have the $200 million a year on marketing.
I know. I wondered about that.
Yeah, is that the actual numbers?
I got that from a source.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But I don't know what source Jose had.
I don't either.
Because I'm curious to see what the difference is.
Yeah. And it's possible that, you know, maybe he just tossed out numbers to toss them out just to have a placeholder, like I keep making placeholders.
Yeah.
Oh, and is that number for domestic or global?
It would be domestically, I'm sure.
Okay. So that gives him more money to play with. I guess I'll throw a comment on our budget slide. And I just lost track of which slide that other one is. 26? 27. And I'm trying to remember, did he say 1 billion in here? I think he did.
Yeah.
Or is that 2 billion? I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just say I don't know. How are you guys feeling about this overall? I'm wondering if maybe this isn't nearly as done as it should be, but I can't stay focused on my own part of it.
My biggest concern is, yeah, we aren't moving quite fast enough. I'm worried, will we have it all done?
Yeah.
Here in the next few days.
I mean, I think some of these things we can pull in, like the creative brief, we can bullet point that to put that on the creative brief slide.
Yeah.
It just means somebody's got to do it. And yeah, I can do it. Who cares about my other class anymore? Yeah, it was awesome to see that suddenly my deadline for everything for that class is tomorrow. Yay.
Yeah, I had a class or two bump up my deadline too.
I understand that professors need time to grade things, but
yeah,
a little forewarning could have been nice. Or just a schedule that was adjusted that Tuesday was the due date every week.
Yeah.
And I noticed, did you work on target market or was that Brian and Jake?
Brian and Jake, I think.
Okay. Sarah came up with an awesome target market, and the target market slide has a different one. And I think we can do both. I think we should do both. But of course, we got to go back to our survey data, unless they already did for their target market and we need to adjust.
Well, mine was mostly for the promotion stuff, so.
Yeah, and so I think basically it's just we have to include it on our target market slide. Just say
who was doing the social media ad, number 22?
I think that is Brian.
Okay.
That's what it was the last time I checked. So yeah, he's kind of gotten a little behind, and I don't blame him. There's fires to be put out.
Yeah. So I think if we have to choose between a couch or a TV, I think a TV is probably better. More people are willing to have a TV because it's more of a, you don't have to worry about the appeal of it, you know,
Right.
what it looks like. So I think it's better than
Cool.
a couch.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Can we resolve this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And we don't have to add them as a target market if you don't want to.
I think we probably should. We just have to justify it, which I kind of try to do. Because I pulled in my interview data from the students that I interviewed. And the fact that they piggyback their parents' account for a time and then they'll split an account with roommates afterwards justifies a reason to try and get them to have their own account. And then, of course, who doesn't want a new TV when you're a student? But I don't know how much of our second survey data. I keep forgetting to look. I just look. That's what I can do. Includes that target market. I think it's valid. We just have to prove it. That's not what I wanted. Okay, more respondents had kids than didn't. We ended up mostly surveying married folks at 76%. And age range, the 18 to 25s were only 11%. And really a target market of early to mid 30s crosses two of our demographic ranges. But most of who we interviewed was 35 to 44. Yay. Or do we care? Is this worth discussing right now?
We can discuss whatever you'd like to. My house is just a little bit loud.
I'm so
So
sorry.
I'm having a hard time discussing anything. My husband is not home this week.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
How you doing there, James?
I'm fine. I fixed my problem and it's all fixed now, so we're good.
Gore, it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Oh, were you there for Saturday's meeting?
I was, yeah.
Okay. So you did explain the how do they know slide. We weren't worried about the language.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we could do Netflix instead of they. But I really shouldn't be nitpicking everybody else's stuff. I should be working on my own. Like I said, I can't stay focused.
Hey, Jose, how are you doing?
Yay.
Hi, James. How are you doing? Hi, Kate, Sarah.
Glad you're here.
We didn't see you sneak in because we probably weren't looking at the screen.
Yeah.
We were looking at the slides.
Bad at doing that. So, Jose, we were discussing, and I apologize for picking everybody else's work apart because I know I should be focusing on my own. We have slide 28 says that Netflix spends more than 200 million on marketing. And we determined that that's probably a domestic number. But is that too big of a gap from the budget that you made, which was based on $1 billion?
Yeah, it could be a bit much of a gap, but I think the slide that says 200 million is referring to 2016.
Okay.
So you could argue that you're trying to make it for 2018, or in this case, this is the one that was made for 2017, and because Netflix has spent over 6 billion in new series, original content, and they are trying to, I'm not sure if they're trying to push or pull, but they are trying to launch a big campaign, and therefore there's an increase in the budget.
Okay. And I can't even add up my math right. Was it 1 billion or 2 billion that you were looking at for your budget?
1 billion, but
okay, it was divided up.
Yeah, it was divided in half because of the number of viewers.
Okay.
But we did make a good argument that it seems kind of pulled off of a rabbit, like something that's just invented. So I'm gonna change it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to lean over the international viewers because it's where they are expanding more.
Okay.
But still, I'm going to leave over 300 million for domestic. So there is going to be a gap from the 200 to the number I'm going to come up.
Okay. Then I will delete the speaker notes I just put in there. Awesome.
Yeah, you can leave it that way, and when we do the final review, we can try to talk about it.
Okay.
And because I'm going to make an Excel table, so it will be a bit quick if you want to change it, because remember that it's a campaign we're designing, so it could change just on the intention of the campaign.
Okay, right.
So, Jose, which slides are yours?
I'm doing budget, and I was under the idea that if someone needs a bit help, I could try to help them, but I'm going to do 3 slides at the most from the budget.
So 14 and 15 are your slides?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I forgot to mention, I think we ought to put everybody's names on their slides.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Because that way we can know who Brother Hopkins should be asking the question of.
But not everybody's going to be at the thing, though, right?
Exactly. So yeah, we are all still going to have to know all the material. But at least this way we'll know, okay, we can say this is what this person was thinking and say who it was.
Actually, if we're all on this call, we'll be able to bounce around. So instead of all of us knowing everything, the only reason all of us would have to know everything is if somebody wasn't present. Then we'd have to know that person's part. But the way this is, we can go, hey, since James did this part, we'll refer to him. Or
yeah.
Well, didn't he say that he would ask specific questions, though? And just randomly ask one of us whether we did it or not? And
I think he was referring to, because he said not all of us had to be present for the presentation.
Yep.
And so if all of us weren't present, it would mean that those 3 people would have to know the whole story. But if all of us are present, I don't see why we shouldn't be able to bounce around and go, hey, I'll cover this or whatever.
well, Brian's not going to be there, right?
Did he say?
Was it Brian?
I can't remember.
I am not going to be there.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have a better idea of what we're looking at.
And since Sarah and I are working together, hopefully that won't be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you stay focused.
Yeah. I'll make sure to take my Adderall late that day so that it's still working.
Right?
And hopefully my sinuses will be clearer then too. Yeah, I wonder.
I thought for sure there was somebody else that said that they couldn't be there.
And I wish I'd taken notes. Maybe I did.
I thought it was in one of the emails.
Probably. Yeah, if I didn't put the name in any of the notes, so yeah, it's gonna be in the emails. Let's see.
Maybe it was Jake.
Okay, maybe there is a work conflict. I'm just looking back at stuff and realizing, yeah, he still has a new job.
Well, we can figure it out later.
Yeah, but basically that does mean we all kind of do need to know.
Yeah, sounds like.
Well, as long as we have a general idea, I think it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're all discussing everything, so. Okay, can you guys hear my son singing?
A little bit.
I can hear somebody talking.
What is
Okay.
he?
It's I want a hippopotamus for Christmas, except that he's making up his own words to it.
Excellent. Is that a real song?
Yeah, it's a real hippopotamus for Christmas.
Wow.
Look it up sometime.
Yeah.
It's a really cute song.
Yeah.
He's just making up his own words, and so it's like not making any sense.
That's the best thing about kids. I'll have to teach that to my niece, who I just sent a unicorn poster to.
I read an article on Business Insider, and it was explaining that Netflix for the 2017, they are going to be somewhere near the 2 billion negative in cash flow. So they are spending a lot of money this year. A lot of money in original content.
There's a lot of articles about Netflix, and they are losing lots of money because they're making so much original content, and because they aren't like regular movies where they get to make big profits at the movie theaters. They're having a hard time paying for those original content, but it will eventually catch up, and they will become profitable at some point.
Yeah, you know, because it's something that I haven't seen Netflix explore is they've been selling their own shows. I haven't seen any Netflix original content in other sites or on TV, and some of the ideas are like I don't know. There is a series from Antoine Fuqua, the one from the Mark Wahlberg movie, Shooter, I think it is in English. They make a series about it, and I personally don't like Ryan Phillippe as the character because he seems a little bit too slim. But I don't know, they're spending a lot of money and they haven't make an enter in that market. You know, the company in Mexico called Televisa, that's where they primarily make their money. They do novelas and they sell them to other countries. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the way to go because it's kind of like they preach for people to subscribe to Netflix, but eventually they will have to try. It's a lot of money.
Okay.
Well, I know they do plan on making money by doing merchandising, selling shirts and clothing and mugs and stuff like that with their original content series on them, and
Like
that's how to supplement some of the money there.
Did you know that I cannot speak from this in another session, I think, but one thing that I realized when the Wonder Woman movie came out, it was a big hit in Mexico. I'm not actually sure why, but it was like a big hit. And
Nice.
you can go to the stores in the next few days. No Wonder Woman, not a suit, not a nothing, no dolls, no nothing. I don't know what happened with DC Comics, so I don't know what studios making those movies, but they got a big hit and they didn't make any, like you say, any supplements, any nothing. You say when Coco comes out, like from Disney, the next day you see Coco everywhere. Those guys are a money machine. Those guys at Disney.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right. They eventually are going to do that.
Yeah.
I have heard a lot of good things about Coco.
Yeah. One thing that is funny for me is that the dog is a Xoloscuincle, and he found the dog in the street. Well, Xoloscuincle is somewhere north of $3,000, and if it's a female, it's still above $5,000. So I don't know. Nobody's going to find a Xoloscuincle in the street, but besides that, it's a great movie.
Nice.
Los Quintos are really, really expensive in Mexico. I don't know in the US, but in Mexico, really expensive.
Okay. What else? So there are other slides in the sample projects that we haven't really touched on. I mean, the creative brief, I can bullet point that. I'll put my name on the slide in the speaker notes. Now, who was it that put that creative brief together? I can't remember whether it was you, James, or Brian.
I think it's Brian.
Okay. And then I have a big idea slide. I just don't remember. Yes, yeah, they had a big idea slide for Nutella as well. And our original big idea I thought was the couch. But do we have a big idea now?
I don't know. We wrote down on the one sheet who was in charge of what.
Yeah, and the thing is, we didn't put them next to the early items.
I see.
We didn't get us really assign those.
And
I wasn't concerned at the time, but I should have been.
That's the problem with being unable to meet all together.
Yeah.
You know, James, you did the storyboard, right?
I started to, but then Brian and Jake sort of came up and said, hey, well, we'll do those together. I came up with one storyboard, but I'm not sure it'll be used at all.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that living room gives us some space to handle other ideas, like the portrait on the back. You can set up I don't know. I'm going to say quinceañeras because that's like a family tradition in Mexico, but something in those lines, like a sweet 16, but perhaps not that one because the couple is mid-30s, so it wouldn't add up, but something in those lines, like a family trip or something like that on that portrait.
Okay.
And I don't know, you can change the colors, like I think it's a bit brown everything. So
yeah,
some red colors instead, perhaps a little more white. You know, but,
and it's easy to change the color on this stuff. I mean, I've played with it quite a bit, and you can definitely make it less drab.
okay. Yeah, just to try to make it like a more family friendly per se. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
I guess I'm to the point. It's like we all have our part, and we need to just leave it up to that individual to do their part.
Okay.
Whether we like it or not, that's their part of the project. I mean, all I'm concerned with is if they do it or not.
Okay.
Okay. I was just concerned about it all looking like uniform, like with the last one, where he kind of said if it's obviously 6 different people wrote it, he wouldn't be so happy.
Yeah.
But maybe at this point, I mean, the slides all look the same, so there's less concern for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, do you guys think that we need these other slides from the sample projects that didn't get assigned?
That's a good question.
I don't remember if I put them all in either.
What things didn't get assigned?
The first slides mentioned in the outline, the promotional objectives, creative brief, and big ideas. So I made those 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, the first item in our list is, in the outline, is define your marketing communication objectives. And then write a creative brief. And then it mentions the ideation and synthesis sessions, and I'm not sure whether those should go in this too.
I was under the impression that got turned in as a separate document, that our project was like 2 or 3 different documents turned in with this PowerPoint or slide deck being the final part.
Okay. Cool.
So the other sheet in the folder that's partially filled out, it needs to be filled out all the way, is yeah, we have the creative brief document created by Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go in there, it's pretty much filled out. Yeah, it's very well filled out. We just need to fill in the top part, the name of the participants. We're supposed to have a team name. We never came up with a team name.
We were supposed to have a team name?
Yeah.
Is anybody against Jose picking the team name?
Mhm.
I don't know why, but I think he should.
So, but he's never said anything. We've never put our team name on anything.
Yeah.
And he's never said anything, so I don't know. I don't think it's very critical. But if you look on the creative brief document, it does say team. And you're supposed to fill in. I don't know.
Gotcha. We could just put group 3.
Go group 3. Yay.
Well, team 3. Team 3, that's no. No, group 3 is okay.
Okay.
We're number 3.
Ooh. Better than 0. Or 45. There we go. Well, that's rude. It won't go where I want it to go if I put it in there. Okay, there we go. Oh, and then, I see what you're saying, because then there's group number on the next line down.
Mm-hmm.
That's just silly. First, these things are probably all, synthesized from previous terms, and they've tweaked the I learned stuff so much that it's a mishmash.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, so there we go. I'm going in order, in the name order that's on the slide, the front slide. Which looks like alpha. We all wiped out. We're all so quiet. Oh, how did I miss that? Okay, Jose. I haven't been paying attention like I should. I know you have several names. And I should just look at your email address. But what is your preferred presentation name?
Yeah, Jose Mosqueda is okay.
Okay. I apologize. I do not know the etiquette. It's something I've been curious about. I'm always curious about names.
Yeah. Names, I do like that about US. It's a bit easier.
But, you get 6 Eric Joneses and you still can't tell them apart. It's my brother's name and comes to mind because he did spend some time in Mexico, and my mother refused to send another package down with expensive things in it with the name Eric Jones on it.
Tomorrow is the premiere of a series, in Mexico from Netflix, the one from Ted Kaczynski. I'm not sure if it's going to be great. I don't know.
Yeah.
Starring Sam Worthington and Paul Bettany, the one from the Unabomber. Man,
Okay.
I did watch a couple of series from the original content, and the one that I really couldn't see it anymore. I just watched two episodes, and one that's called Godless, Western or something like that. Oh no, I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's too slow. The main character is too young to be in my perspective, it's too young to be a gunman, but I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Their original content, I mean, I guess just because it's original content, they're going with different creators all over the place. It's kind of hit and miss how good it is.
Yeah, and they lost House of Cards this year, so
yeah.
Well, they put the next year, but that is going to be tough to overcome.
Yeah. Okay, I've refined our creative brief document a little bit, so maybe we don't need that slide at all. What do you guys think?
What's that?
Since we're supposed to submit the creative brief document, do you think we need a slide for it as well?
I would say no.
Alrighty. Getting rid of that slide. Okay, so yeah, there should be a big idea slide, darn it. Although it's kind of included in the synthesis, so maybe if we just put it in the synthesis document, we don't have to worry about that slide. What do you guys think?
That's probably correct.
Awesome. Bye-bye. But I do think we do need a promotional objectives.
Yeah.
Anybody want to volunteer for that?
I'm thinking about my week and I'm like, oh no, I don't need to add more to what I already have.
Yeah, that's cool. I understand. We can just give it to Brian. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what my time will look like either. But you know what? 10 minutes before the presentation, if it's empty, we'll take it out before we email it to Brother Hopkins. We'll just say, oh, we were supposed to do that. Sorry, we didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're back to the target market slide. Where somebody came up with a target market and Sarah came up with another target market. I think they're both valid. Should we put more than one on here? Or stick with whatever's been done?
What are the two we have?
Okay, so the target market on the slide is early to mid-30s couples. And Sarah's idea was for college-age kids. And that's our promotional stuff.
I mean, they're both target audiences. And for different reasons. So I don't know why we can't have them both as target markets.
Okay, then. We can put an S on there.
I've got to go, but if anything, just let me know and I'll do what I can on it, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Talk to you guys later.
Party
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Good night.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. That's funny, trying to take notes and do things at the same time. Okay, so Jake had assured us that magazines were no longer in the running for our media objectives, and they're still on the media objective slide. I guess we have to trust whoever owns that slide to take care of that.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. At the most, you can write a note.
Yeah. I guess I'll tell my note that it goes to the second slide too. Okie dokie. Oh, hey. How silly of me. I forgot. In the strategies, they do have numbers in them, Jose. So that may be another useful source for you. Because they've listed their source. So the television strategy, which is now slide 6.
Oh yeah, I used those numbers to.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the media strategy.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, I'll add a comment to the magazine strategy slide and see if we still want that one or not. So since we know Sarah is not going to be able to attend the presentation, and it's always possible that somebody will have a fire start and have to go respond to it, or somebody will get hit by a car, I think we should put our author names on each slide.
I've done that already on mine, so.
Yay. Okay. So I'm going to add author to the others and put it in our notes here. And I'll bold that. I don't even know. Does anybody ever go back and look at these notes that I've started typing up?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I do.
I thought it was awesome. Like the first time somebody went back and looked at it and they were like, hey, this is great. I appreciated the feedback. Okay. And yeah, I wonder if we can get Jake to work on the social media ad. Unless, Jose, you want to jump on that.
I was under the impression that Jake was going to work on that.
Okay.
But I will send him an email tonight.
Cool.
If he needs any help, I will help him. And if he's not doing it, well, I'll try to make an ad.
Awesome. Did I pull that in? I sure did. So our media scheduling for TV needs to be done. I'm sure there was a plan for it at some point and just fell through. I had a comment to this magazine. I mean, it seems like, you know, if magazine was written up, then we should do that one instead, but
yeah,
it's up to the guys who chose to do it. Okay, I'm on number 11. There's a schedule there.
Do you need, on slide number 22, do you need that text box removed?
Let's see here. 22. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you. And okay, so that was one of my questions too, was like in the outline, in that section, which is number 8 for sales promotion, it mentions in part B that the promotion of sales promotion is supposed to be your third ad. So that's why I made this in the first place. Do you guys think that may be just a typo because we still have to do direct marketing? Or is it because there was an option between public relations and direct marketing that they weren't going to mention the fourth ad?
I have no idea.
Okay, I guess that would be one for Brother Hopkins to answer. Yeah. Yay. I will put that together right now. Oh. 8B. Do you guys want to be included in that conversation?
Which conversation? What are you?
I'm asking him about the promotion of consumer sales promotion, whether that should be an ad or not.
I mean, it's always good to put all of us on there when you respond.
Okay.
That way we all are on the same page.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it'll do it for me. It created a list. Of course, it won't tell me which addresses I'm putting on here. Okay, that one's Gmail. One's Gmail. Alrighty. And that explains why I would be doing that for myself too. And do we have any other questions for him? Wait.
I mean, not right offhand.
Okay. Alrighty. Because yeah, I really hadn't decided on how we would promote our sales promotion, which is basically sign up for Netflix. Is that what she said? Maybe I got that wrong. But basically, this consumer sales promotion is enter a contest to win a free TV. And it would probably be... The impression I got is it was supposed to be in stores that sell TVs, which is kind of... a little odd, maybe? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a perfect place for it. But our direct marketing ad is also going to be like in the boxes of TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love the idea of the free couch instead, because, you know, who's going to buy a couch in the TV store? But hey, it's something free from Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's that couch that's in all those ads that we haven't created.
I would think like theater style couches, like, because if you're going to get Netflix, what better way to do it than with like theater style seating? I don't know if it needs to be that specific though.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I think that's a good compromise there. And then, yeah, which target market would that go better for? That would definitely go better for.
Here's my idea of offering a flat screen TV.
Okay.
Flat screen TVs, usually they're hearing about Netflix because of the brand new flat screen that they just bought.
Right.
So the idea of offering another flat screen may not appeal very much. It might be, I mean, I can see maybe inviting the consumer to come down and maybe participate in one of their original content series might be more exciting and more apropos.
To be like an extra or something like that?
Somehow, some way, be part of it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you can promise any particular thing because it all depends on when you get them there. If they're handicapped, does it work with anything in there? If they're, I mean, there's so many different things to consider with any individual you have. So all you can do is promise them that they'll have some kind of part.
Oh yeah.
I'm remembering the, I think it was a Honey Nut Cheerios promotion for Star Trek: The Next Generation for kids to be in an episode.
Yeah.
Of TNG. And that was the promise, but I've never read the small writing because I was a kid.
Yeah. So I think that would have more appeal, like a free trip to LA or whatever. And besides being an extra or whatever in a original content series, maybe they get to go to Universal Studios, which doesn't make sense because Netflix has nothing to do with Universal Studios.
Right. Yeah. Lego. Does Lego have their own channel yet? I could send them to Legoland.
So it's really, it's sort of awkward. They need to create Netflix land, I think.
They don't have enough kid original content. But for the flat screen, you could try to twist the pitch a bit. Like promote your 4K option.
Okay.
Or I don't know if in Mexico it doesn't happen like this new definition. HDR, I think it is. Okay. But I don't know if Netflix plays some content on HDR or in 4K. I know they do, but you can actually offer a TV like that. 4K TV. I don't think they have original content for 3D TV, but I don't know. Eventually, you could try to make that. You can try to pitch that you have your content in the best technology available. In this case, HDR, 3D TVs, or 4K TVs, and make it that way. I still don't actually know much about pricing, but I think there is a bit of a gap between a 4K and HDR from a regular screen TV.
That's a bummer. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to tell which what to offer. What's the best solution there? TV just seems so cliche. I mean,
wow! As soon as you said that, I had visions of the 70s.
Yeah, he's right. It's like I just was hearing about some guy that's going to make a football stadium in the shape of a football. Oh, you can be a bit more creative than that. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And my thought was, offer like free Christmas lights for the first season of Stranger Things, or a free Halloween costume for second season. Show specific stuff.
You know what could work in that line? Because James was saying there is a problem in offering someone an extra part because you don't know who's going to make it, but you could try to make an ad with the fans, for social media.
Yeah.
Something small, just to capture the attention and promote you on social networks. I have seen a lot of those from the Jumanji movie. Well, I haven't seen fans, but The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is making a lot of promotion on Instagram with Kevin Hart. So you can try to make something like that, but with fans. It will actually work. And it will be cheap per se compared to a TV ad, because it's not that
Possibly.
expensive, but it could work. Involve the fans, involve social media, and it ain't like you're going to try to make Dwayne Johnson do it. That could be difficult, but for some shows, I could think that actors or actresses are going to be on board with it.
Okay. All right. So that would be our social media ad direction?
No, because for that you have to be like a video, short
Okay.
video, 10, 15 seconds. And for that, I think it's going to be like a picture.
Okay.
I don't know if it matches, but it'll work.
All right. Because yeah, it's the consumer sales promotion thing is definitely what the outline says: a premium offer, sampling promotion, a contest or sweepstakes, a rebate offer, or effective unique point of purchase advertising, not just a cents off coupon. And communicate it via some direct marketing shown below. And I don't think I ever saw what the technique was shown below. I don't think that's in the original outline. Oh. Wait a second. Maybe that's combined with James's work.
What
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So, maybe this is a good thing. Okay, so number 8A, the consumer sales promotion part in the outline mentions communicating the offer via some kind of direct marketing. And then it says shown below. Maybe it's referring to number 10.
That might be it.
And that would explain why it says this will be your third ad. Okay.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Right on. So maybe this is easier than we thought it was. Everything turns out to be when I think about it. I think about it way too much and it gets too complicated. Okay, so you've got the 1 month free offer, and then we came up with the contest. Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't still do both, but
I need to get going.
Okay.
Okay, James. Yeah, I'm also going, Just got back from the gym and starving, man.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for your input and assistance.
Yeah, no problem. So you'll meet with the other guys tomorrow.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock again.
Yeah. Hopefully that goes well and that we're able to tie up a bunch of loose ends.
Yeah.
I will try to be for the tomorrow meeting. I'm going to work my slides for tonight, so hope to get a feedback. And
awesome.
Well,
Good. Sounds good.
So,
Hey guys.
see you guys tomorrow. It's always glad talking to you.
Yes.
That's everything.
Take care.
Take care.